Hi, I'm Peter Boyles. Of course, want to say thank you very much for inviting me back in with our blogs, with the opinions we're doing now on live video. And again, I have to thank Mark Crowley, but you're watching on your phone, you're watching on your screens, you're watching someplace, and I really thank you for it. This is our number 3. This is our 3rd edition, and they've been incredibly successful, so thank you. As a reminder, on Wednesday, Mike Rosen will sit here when we do the shoot. I want to talk about growing up, and I want to talk about how we grew up in the Cold War. Now, I'm an old man, and it's dawned on me finally, we're now at war with Russia. Not the Soviet Union and not communism. We're at war with Russia. If you look at this right now, and I see these people as I see them, the military-industrial complex, the Dwight Eisenhower, at the height of the Cold War, warned us. Now, I'm a little boy at the time. We go through McCarthyism, we go through Korea, it leads into Vietnam. It permeates Hollywood, all the motion pictures, the commies were coming. McCarthy and UAC. It was all about what was happening in the world with this unfiltrated communist movement. This now, of course, if you listen to crazy stuff, it's living with you as we speak. But this time, Putin's not a commie. It's not Soviet Union, yet the military-industrial complex. We now have the largest war in Europe since the Second World War. I had to go look at some numbers. Massive deployment of air power, long-range artillery, cruise missiles, things that we really are selling. Money is being made. I thought when the last guy turns out the lights in Afghanistan, all the weaponry is left behind. Do you think the industrial complex gave a rat's rear end? They loved it because they got to replace it. Now, look what they're doing. Now, all the lies in Iraq and Afghanistan and Vietnam, the road to war with Russia is paved with lies. Are we now going to be in a war? Remember what Barack Obama said about his vice president. There's nothing that he could not F up. Well, the banditry continues. We saw an attempted coup to unseat this guy that failed. Trump's people failed. And really, what's a coup d'etat? Now you have this man at the helm. Will he walk us into this? It needs to stop. What happens in Ukraine? How does this affect American democracy? That's something that's going on in Ukraine. The United States, the powers that be, NATO, they want a war with Russia. For God's sake, don't let this happen. We grew up with this. We had how many years of it? Jack Kennedy arm wrestling Nikita Khrushchev over Cuba. It's Cuba again. It's in Ukraine. They've moved in closer. Please, I realize this falls on deaf ears, but we have to get away from it. Are we now at war after all of these years that you and I spent growing up living under the threat of a Cold War, watching the United States military being used all around the world, using the military-industrial complex to sell weaponry all around the world? Look what they're doing now. $40 billion pumped into the Ukraine. Why? What effect does that have on your life? You're being sold a war again. The big lie continues. I'm so sick and tired of all of it. But think about what they've given to these people, what this is about. The Biden administration placing troops on standby. We know there's special operators now in Ukraine. That's a lead up. Remember how it was when I was growing up in Pittsburgh? We knew the Russians are going to bomb the steel mills and the coal mines. I grew up with kids, or later met kids that grew up in Detroit, talked about, well, they said the same thing about Detroit. They said the same thing about Cleveland. They said it about New York City. They said it about Washington, D.C. You're being sold something here. For God's sake, stay away from this thing. It's a little bit too late. And plus, I can guarantee you this, if Donald Trump announces that he's running for president, it's going to kill the midterms between what happened with the court and Roe v. Wade, Donald Trump jumping into this red tsunami that's around the corner is heading your way. Donald Trump will destroy all of it. Not only here in Colorado, it's already been destroyed, but across the country. Donald Trump comes in, announces he's running, which is self-protective because of what's happening in the January 6th committee. He jumps in, he will get all the protection from all the ha-has. And then what happens next? You watch it. It's not going to be what you want. You take care of yourselves. Mike Rosen will be with me here Wednesday, and I'll see you on the blog and the shoot a week from today. Thanks to Mark Crowley. Thanks everybody for watching us one more time.